Hi friends, today we're doing our Brave, and I was just kind of looking over here, kind of way over here looking at what I have for color here. Anyways, what I want to do today for the warm-up of our Brave is today we're just going to use our opposing hand that we are not used to using. So if it's left or right, whatever that one is. And we're going to start making some trees. So I'm going to grab a sharper pencil because my pencil here, you can see, is very round. It's all graphite. So, well, I guess I could still use it. We'll see. I want to sharpen it, but I don't want to waste the graphite on it. So what we're going to do today was we're going to challenge ourselves to draw with the opposite hand all the way here. Like so, we're just going to do something. And so what I'm going to do is I want to draw a tree. So I'm going to start with a few branches or, stumps or something with the bottom of the tree. It's called, well, whatever. We're going to start with this bottom. I'm going to start kind of making tree forms. And so I'm just going to totally draw this with the opposite hand that I'm used to drawing with. And go from there. So I'm kind of drawing an outline of a tree. Let's see how this works for me. And my camera seems like it's crooked. Maybe I put it on crooked. That's weird. So now I just got to kind of make this look like a tree, realistic. And just kind of putting my sketching it in there. And this is with my opposite hand, so we'll see how that works. And it's just going to be kind of a messy sketch tree. And we'll see, or like a little bush tree or something. We'll see how that works. See if it's possible to make this look tree-esque. I make up all these words, eh? Tree-esque. And so just do something that's kind of easy, which I was kind of thinking that form of a tree would be kind of easy because it's kind of, if you're just sketching a messy tree, don't know. I'm thinking so, but I'm not sure how it's looking. But it's just a play at it. I thought, well, we've been warming up for a long time now. Maybe we can actually do something here to make it look like we're actually getting somewhere with it. So that's my tree. I'm not sure how well he's looking. Now I'm going to make the ground a bit here. So what I thought I was going to do is going to add a little bit of color. And this is just play. See, I almost did it. I almost went with my other hand. I'm just going to kind of add some color with this twistable slick stick. Kind of easy, I think. And just kind of color it with that. Or you can use like a watercolor crayon or whatever. I'm seeing how this is going to work. Just kind of playing around with it. Now I got to remind myself to use the my other hand here, which is weaker. See if I could get this in here with my other hand. I might just have to dip a brush. So a small project, just a small little sketch with your opposite hand here, and just start building up from there. That's what I'm going for. Putting a little blue. I don't know if that's the right color. Just a little bit to make that blue-green, I'm hoping. I thought it would be nice. So it's a little bit of a different warm-up. It's kind of going a little further into using your right hand or your opposite hand, your left or whatever. I'm using my left because that's the one I'm not great with. And kind of just throwing a little sketch together. And seeing if we can actually make a visible sketch that we can recognize as what we want it to be. So it's not too bad. It's not coming along too bad, actually. So that's my little exercise for the beginning here. I think it's working out not too badly. I was like a little worried. I'm like, oh no, what am I doing? I'm scaring them. I'm scaring me. Okay. It's just kind of for fun. I'm not saying let's paint with our opposing hand all the time or anything. It's just kind of for fun. See if you could do it, to stretch your mind, stretch your abilities to go for it. It's actually looking like something, so I'm kind of happy with that. And I'm trying not to use my other hand for the actual putting it down. And there we go. That is my warm-up for today. Doing a little paint job of a tree or a bush or something like that, just to kind of, and totally with your opposing hand that you're used to using, just for fun. See if you can do it and actually have a recognizable piece just for fun. So that's my warm-up. So I'm just going to do the blue sky around here. The one thing is I kind of got this pencil sketching all over the place, which is for the scribbling of the... I'm having also trouble with squeezing it with this hand, but hey. Not too bad. So if you ever need to, you can work with your opposing hand. It's not the best. I'm not actually pleased with the background now. Too sketchy. Too sketchy. I should have just picked it up and put it on, just like that. It's just putting directly on there. That's much better. There we go. How fun is that? So that was the warm-up exercise. It's like a little longer than a few minutes like usual, but than usual. But hey, I thought it would be really fun to try it out, to do a whole little ATC size, project with it. So there we go. Well, I hope you guys like that beginning part. It's just a little warm-up. Oh, there we go. So I was thinking today we can do some stacking cups. There's lots of projects using stacking cups, and I thought it would be really nice and fun to do a little sketch of that. Any kind of design you want, and just kind of make up your own. I think I'm gonna have to put this further up So I thought, you know, there's, like I said, there is quite a few, but if it would be really nice to kind of come up with a design that you're happy with and just do a pre-design of like stacking teacups, because like I said, there's lots of journal pages, ideas that you can do using your own style and how you like it. There is a lot of canvases that you can do as well. I think it'd be really cute to do some stacking cups. So that's what I was thinking, to do some different cups today. I kind of think that would be an interesting thing. Everyone has their own designs. You can just sketch them in and then paint them, or you can kind of sketch them in and make the size and put some paper, like cut paper out and stack that. I prefer to sketch them in, but it's whatever you like to do. So kind of imagine cups, or you could even do stacking bowls. Kind of imagine what they would look like, and then just go from there. And it can be the same cup but different patterns, or you can do different cups and that kind of thing. And I think that would be a really interesting piece. So kind of got to think of the size. I'm using an eraser a little more today than I'm usually am. And the shading is really important when you're doing this kind of a project. Even the style of cup and how it sit. So you say you have a cup like this, so you have to kind of think of how it would sit, play with it. You could do so many layouts with this type of thing too. You can do like an Alice in Wonderland layout. You can do just a tea layout or anything like that. So I think it would be really fun. Like, yeah, you could do like a little Alice in Wonderland layout with a few cups stacked and a teapot and that kind of thing. Then you got to think about where your shading is. So if we had shading, where do you want your shading? You could do a few pages and just do different cups, different shadings and stuff like that. So I have like some shading over here. My pencil smear is good, so that's great for that. Have some shading like that. You know, a little bit more shade on this side for this one, particular one. So it doesn't have to be like clear cut shade, but kind of can be like a darker and then a lighter or whatever. So play with the cups and see what you like, and do some stacking and then highlights and that kind of thing. Where would you put that? Kind of would be easier maybe if I add some color to it. You can just even just directly add some color. So, and if you do sketch, it's okay to add color on top of your sketches. And like charcoal, and that will add a little bit of darkness to your, but if you're sketching with a pencil, it should be fine. So let's see here. What if I did do a sketch? And I'm going to start off with the different color. We'll start off with maybe a white or blue cup, just to show you guys. So I'm just using these are right here beside me, twist sticks right now. And I'm just going to use and I have some water in here to wet my sponge. I'm going to use some white and blue. I'm just kind of playing with it. It's not color paper, this particular book, but it works enough to get the idea down. and just playing with it with color. You could do markers and whatever too. Kind of give yourself an idea. So you could sketch on a little bit of a color. You may not use this particular stuff for your project, but to get yourself an idea of what you want to do. So say we want to do an orange cup or something, and I'm dropping it. Sorry guys, making this video too long. Always don't forget to add a pile of white with your palette, because for this is a lot of shading and white is just perfect. And you're going to have the pencil if you're doing it in pencil, or you can just add a little bit of like a dark patch, like a black or something, to pick up just a little bit to shade it in. It's all up to you guys. It doesn't take much. And if you see how I'm kind of just mixing it in, now I'm going to go and do a bit of an orange cup. And that gives you just a bit of an idea. You can do this. You can use watercolor pencil crayons and that kind of thing. So I'm going to put a little bit of darker orange, a little bit where I would have my shading, and I'm going to go in with my white in there, and then you could go on top here with where you're going to have the shading for the light highlighted areas, and just kind of sketch in your ideas. It doesn't have to be perfect for this. Remember, it's just kind of going in and throwing it together and just kind of giving yourself a little bit of an idea. This is your idea projects here. So now I'm going in with a little bit of black. So it doesn't have to be perfect, this part. This part's just the fun inventing. What do I want to do? You know, how do I want this to go about? Grab more blue for this. I got a little bit of orange on there, but that's okay. I'm just kind of going off and pulling off whatever color is kind of coming off there, and just kind of going that for the handle here. And doing that, and then you're going to probably sketch it out on top of that with a little bit of black, marker pen, Sharpie or anything like that to kind of outline it, or a Posca, is that called? Yeah, Posca pen, or you know, something like that. And I'm just like picking up whatever colors at this moment, because I don't really have determined what colors I want for my cups. But it's a really nice practice, even if you just want to practice with it, of kind of getting the shading down and playing with it. And now this is all so far with these twistable twist sticks, and I just used this Sharpie for the couple of white spots to show you. And I'm just picking up whatever here. I've got a little bit of red in there. And then I'm going to try to get the handle a bit. And you got a little bit of pencil shading that's helping you. You know, you might want to put a little bit of a design in the cup, or not. Use some of that blue. So I'm just kind of giving you an idea. So you guys, that's the next thinking my brain brave is just to do some stacking cups, stacking bowls, that kind of thing, porcelain type. And I think that would be really nice practice, and I think it would be really cool to have a nice your own design with that. You can even add like floral design and all that kind of stuff to the cups eventually. And I'm just trying to get these on here and that kind of thing. Get some what. I think that would be really nice. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a lighter color here. And I think it would be really fun to just practice and learn your shading and stacking and how you think it would look. I'm going to add a little blue here just because it's right here on my palette, and I could just totally spread it and make it purpley or whatever, like a shade. And this color actually was a window one. That's the wrong one. I wanted to use the Slick Stick. That was a Crayola window crayon. So it was pink. I'm just going to throw that on my palette here. You could get away with a lot just playing around sketching too, so it's just fun. So I'm gonna, this one's really dark, but I'm gonna go over it with some white. And just kind of mix up my palette here and just go on. See how fun that is? And you could even grab some acrylic white paints and stuff like that and add it. But like I said, you could also just grab your Sharpie and kind of just throw it in there. Throw in your highlights and gives you an idea of what this project would look like. So try some stackable dishes. Let's see here. What else can we do? I think I'm about done here, guys. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of throwing things together. You could use your watercolor pencil crayons as well, your crayons, even just sketching it. Now I'm throwing in, I got a lot of paint and colors on here, but I don't mind because I'm just doing some really cool stuff with my porcelain. Like, just imagine how porcelain is. Some of it's so cool and that old green, and so I'm just kind of playing with it and just moving it along and playing with it. This is just, like I said, your practice page too, so it's kind of just, you want to mix some more colors. All your colors get some darker, almost black to outline. That'd be perfect. Kind of just whip your colors, swip your brush through all the colors to get that effect. Especially the, like right here, I'm doing the orange and green, so that's how it's coming along with that. So kind of doing that with that cup. There we go. That is the thing for today, guys. Okay, very long video today. I got my graphite, Royal Graphite pen. I'm going to dry this up. So like I said, I was just going to, is this the one I want to use? Nope. I want to use my Stabilo. That's what I want to use. Okay, and something happened there. Look at that, cracked. So I'm just going to, I dried it up a bit. And there we go. I'm going to have like a bit of a mess here, but it looks good. And this is just sketching along and having fun with it, guys. Just don't sweat it. This is, you could do like 10 pages of this to get it right, or, you know, like it doesn't have to be, this is your practice book, this is your Brave, this is your, like, getting your colors right, getting your shading what you want with your bowls or your cups or something stackable, potting. It could be those little terracotta type potting bowls or whatever you want to stack. I think that would be a fun and easy project to play with and figure out what you want to do with it. You can use watercolors or whatever, acrylics, and just play with it. You can still do the same thing with little patches of color with your acrylics. You have to wipe probably sometimes in between your brush, and just, you know, you can mix the colors a little bit and just get going with it, and it's really fun. Here it is. I hope you guys like this, and yeah, don't forget to craft like a duck and enjoy your Brave and keep working at it. It's gonna be so fun. And that is it for today, guys. I'm sorry the video is so long. It's kind of hard to do sometimes a very, very, very short video for teaching or showing a quick little lesson or whatever. And I think that's it for today from me. I'm just going to go over my edges and just kind of play. And I think that's perfect. So just a nice fun. You don't even have to ever make this again. It's just that you could just play, and this is your book to either put your ideas down, build on them, and have fun with them, and then eventually go back if you feel like you want to do a canvas or a card or a tag, or you know, and you're like, I practiced doing these stacking cups. Okay guys, bye bye.